Welcome. Today, we're continuing our deep dive into laser diodes. I'm Mrs. Sonali Basak, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering at SVISD. In this second part, we'll explore more advanced concepts and applications of laser diodes, building on what we covered before. Let's get started. Let's explore how a simple semiconductor junction can create something as powerful and precise as a laser beam. At its core, this is the working principle behind the laser diode. It's fascinating, a tiny junction where electrons and holes meet, releasing energy in the form of light. But that light isn't just any light. It's focused, coherent, and intense. This slide sets the stage for understanding how this process works, turning basic materials into a high-tech light source. Let's start by looking at how a laser diode begins to produce light. When we apply a DC voltage, free electrons move from one side, the N-type region, to the other, the P-type region. Along the way, some electrons bump into valence electrons, exciting them to higher energy levels. Others recombine with holes in the P region. This recombination releases energy in the form of photons, light. This very first light emission is what we call spontaneous emission. It's the spark that sets everything in motion. Let's look at how a laser diode is built to create that powerful beam of light. At its core, it has two ends that act like mirrors, one fully reflective, the other only partially. This setup forms an optical cavity, where light bounces back and forth, getting stronger with each pass. Inside, layers of semiconductor material are carefully arranged, positive on one side, negative on the other, to help generate and amplify the light. The partially reflective end lets some of that amplified light escape as the laser beam we use. Let's talk about how a laser diode actually works, starting with its optical feedback mechanism. The diode has two ends acting like mirrors. One is fully reflective, bouncing all the light back inside. The other is partially reflective, sending most light back but letting a little escape. Inside, photons created by spontaneous emission move through the junction and trigger excited electrons to release more photons. This chain reaction is called stimulated emission. The new photons all share the same frequency, phase, and direction. That's what makes laser light so precise. Let's talk about how laser output actually works. Inside the laser, light is amplified as photons bounce between two reflective surfaces. This repeated reflection triggers more stimulated emissions, rapidly increasing the optical gain within the cavity. Eventually, part of this amplified light escapes through a partially reflective end, forming a narrow, intense beam. This laser beam is special. All photons travel in the same direction, sharing the same wavelength and phase. It's monochromatic, coherent, highly directional, and extremely intense. Let's dive into what makes laser light so unique. It all starts with stimulated emission, a chain reaction where photons trigger excited electrons to release even more photons. This process amplifies the light, making it coherent and powerful. The light waves all move in sync, traveling parallel to the junction, creating that focused beam we know as laser light. It's this amplification that sets lasers apart from ordinary light sources. Let's take a closer look at the reflective cavity. This part plays a crucial role in directing and amplifying sound or energy within a system. Think of it like a carefully shaped chamber that bounces waves back and forth, enhancing their strength or focus. It's a simple idea, but one that's fundamental in everything from musical instruments to advanced technology. Understanding how this cavity works helps us control and optimize performance in powerful ways. When photons are emitted through stimulation, they all move together in the same direction. This creates a beam that's incredibly narrow and focused. Because of this, the light can travel long distances without spreading out or losing intensity. This unique behavior, a tight, powerful beam, is what truly sets laser light apart from other types of light. It's the defining feature that makes lasers so precise and effective. Laser diodes come with a bunch of advantages that make them stand out. They're simple in construction and lightweight, which means they're easy to integrate into all kinds of devices. They're also very affordable and compact. Compared to other lasers, they're highly reliable and last longer. They run efficiently, don't need mirrors, and consume low power. All these factors combine to make laser diodes a smart choice across many applications. Semiconductor lasers come with some clear drawbacks we need to keep in mind. First, they're very sensitive to temperature. Even small changes can affect their stability. That makes them tricky to use in environments where temperature control is tough. Second, they just can't deliver very high power levels, which limits where they can be applied. So, while they're useful, these disadvantages shape how and where we rely on them. Laser diodes power a wide range of technologies we rely on every day. They're at the heart of rangefinders and laser absorption spectrometry, delivering precise measurements. In retail and logistics, they enable barcode readers and laser scanning for fast, accurate tracking. They're also crucial in fiber optic communications, handling high-speed data transmission. And when it comes to laser pointers and printers, laser diodes give us that sharp, focused beam we depend on. These applications show just how versatile and essential laser diodes really are. To wrap up, we've seen how a laser's power builds step by step. It starts with electrons and holes recombining, releasing photons. Those photons spark a chain reaction, amplifying light inside the cavity. Mirrors bounce that light back and forth, boosting its strength. Finally, a narrow, focused beam escapes, the laser output we rely on. That's the journey from tiny particles to a powerful, coherent beam.